Yo, some parkour games can nail the feeling of freedom and control, while others stumble into awkward, clunky mechanics that leave you wondering why you bothered. But finally, I think I found the best new addition to the genre: Rooftops and Alleys. This isn't just a parkour game, it's a love letter to movement, skill, and creativity. It takes everything you love about freerunning, strips away the gimmicks, and hands you total control. Whether you're leaping between rooftops, stringing together tricks, or racing friends in multiplayer, this game makes you feel so immersed with its incredibly fluid and intuitive movement. Today, I want to talk about what makes Rooftops and Alleys stand out from other titles in the genre, and why I think it might just be the Skate 3 of parkour games. At the heart of Rooftops and Alleys is the movement, and honestly, it's what sets this game apart. Unlike some parkour games where you hold down a button and the game does most of the work, here you are in control. Every jump, grab, and wall run feels like it's coming from your input, and that's what makes it so satisfying. The controls are intuitive, but have enough depth to reward skill and precision. It's not just about going from point A to point B, it's about how you get there. Do you go for the clean, efficient route, or do you add some flair with flips and tricks to show off your style? The game doesn't force you to do either, and that freedom is where it truly shines. What's even better is how fluid everything feels. The animations sync perfectly with your inputs, so there's no disconnect between what you're doing and what you're seeing on screen. The physics engine is on point too. It's grounded enough to feel kinda realistic, but loose enough to let you pull off some insane moves and crazy lines. And then there are the environments. Rooftops, narrow alleyways, sprawling courtyards, they're all built to encourage creativity. Every map feels like a playground, begging you to explore every corner and find the most stylish way to navigate it. While Rooftops and Alleys nails the solo parkour experience, the multiplayer takes things to a whole new level. This is where the game really shines as a competitive and social experience. Whether you're racing your friends to the finish line, playing a high stakes game of tag, or capturing flags while pulling off insane flips, the multiplayer modes add an entirely new layer of fun. What makes the multiplayer so engaging is how it balances competition with creativity. Sure, winning a race feels great, but it's even better when you win and do it with style. The scoring system rewards tricks and precision, meaning you can flex your skills even while chasing down the flag. And the modes themselves are a blast. Freeplay lets you explore the maps at your own pace, discovering shortcuts and hidden spots to use later. Tag is pure chaos with players scrambling to avoid being it while pulling off evasive moves. And Capture the Flag, let's just say there's nothing quite like snatching a flag mid-flip and racing across rooftops while three others chase you down relentlessly to take it back. But the real magic is in how seamless the multiplayer feels. Whether you're playing with friends or jumping into a lobby with strangers, the game usually feels really smooth, and I haven't noticed much, if any, lag, so the only things you have to focus on is landing that perfect jump. Let's talk about customization, because Rooftops and Alleys gives you the tools to truly make your character your own. It's not just about running, jumping, and flipping, you're doing it in style. From head to toe, you can tweak your character's look with a range of options. Want a sleek, minimalist outfit to keep things professional? Done. Or maybe you're the type to rock bright colors and accessories that make you stand out in a crowd. Either way, the game has you covered. But it's not just about aesthetics. Customization extends to how you express yourself through your moves. You can personalize your style by learning new tricks and combos, giving your run some unique flair. It's incredibly satisfying to land a trick combo you've been practicing and see it executed exactly the way you imagined. What's more, the game doesn't lock its best customization options behind ridiculous grind walls or paywalls. As far as I'm aware, everything is unlocked as soon as you purchase the game. It's a perfect example of how Rooftops and Alleys respects its players while letting them show off their creativity. When it comes to atmosphere, Rooftops and Alleys has a solid foundation, but doesn't quite stick to landing yet. The maps are fun to run through and packed with opportunities for creative movement, but they can feel a bit sterile. Now, I know this is a single developer project, and hats off to them for their amazing work. I don't want this section to take away from everything else amazing about this game, but I need to talk briefly about the lack of detail on some maps. The game's environments, rooftops, narrow alleyways, and courtyards are very well designed for parkour, but they lack the small details that could make them feel truly alive. There's little to make these places feel like a part of a living, breathing world. No bustling crowds below, no ambient sounds of a city going about its day, and even some spots that are still missing textures. This lack of detail leaves the maps feeling more like obstacle courses than real urban environments, and while that works for a gameplay-first experience, it's a missed opportunity to immerse players in a world that feels as vibrant and dynamic as the movement mechanics. That said, the game's weather effects are a step in the right direction, but without more personality in the maps themselves, these types of elements only go so far. If Rooftops and Alleys wants to reach its full potential, it could benefit from a richer atmosphere, more detail, more life, and more ways to make players feel like they're part of something bigger than the course in front of them. Rooftops and Alleys is a game with immense potential, one that brings the thrill of parkour to life in a way that's both fun and addictive. Its movement system is incredibly satisfying, giving players the freedom to express their creativity and skill in ways that most games just can't match. The multiplayer modes add endless replayability, offering both competitive challenges and opportunities to show off your parkour prowess. And let's not forget about the customization. Being able to personalize your character makes every run feel uniquely yours. But as much as the game excels in its mechanics, it's hard to ignore the fact that the world itself feels a little hollow. The lack of atmosphere and environmental detail leaves the map feeling more like playgrounds than living, breathing spaces. A little more depth in the world building could elevate the experience from amazing to truly incredible. That said, Rooftops and Alleys is still in early access, and given the passion behind the development and the community feedback shaping its direction, there's plenty of room for growth. If the game continues to build on its strong foundation, especially in terms of environmental detail and immersion, it could easily become the best title in the parkour genre. So, if you love movement-based games and are looking for a fresh, dynamic experience, Rooftops and Alleys is definitely worth checking out. It's not perfect yet, but it's got all the right ingredients to be something truly special. If you enjoyed the video, a like and sub would be immensely appreciated. Thank you for your time, and peace out.